Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Huskers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The give to the back. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting this season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play. I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass, it's Grant. Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Lost to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Across the 25. He's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's going for the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. On the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And the extra point is good.
7, Ole Miss, 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give out of the gun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Finds the big tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the grab, it's Parker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get it through the air. Using the quick game. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They go to the ground, and they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To the air, it's Grant. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score Nebraska 21, Ole Miss 0.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Fakes to grab. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
To throw, it's Grant. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bradley. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. Turning it on! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Parker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles,
gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Buck Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Toss sweep to the right. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gets it past the marker. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
The Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Grant. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting his defense on alert early.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Going right back to the wall, and this time he finds Water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
That makes the score Ole Miss 7, Nebraska 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They get to him as he throws. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Nice job.
He's calling plays this game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even know hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Makes the grab outside. It's Parker. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And your decision to go for it on fourth down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the first down.
To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And the offense about to dial up its 10th play of this drive. Looking to throw. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I love the start for this quarterback on third down. Third down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Using his legs, it's Parker. There he goes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Second down coming up.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
That was a big first down for this offense. Like, your defense was just on the field a lot. And so to get a first down, to get that clock moving, to get them a little bit of rest, now getting maybe a little bit of a rhythm offensively, big first down for this up.
Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Huskers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
With the catch and score.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. So that was a lengthy 17-play drive, and they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside the 10, here he comes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Now on third down for this offense. He's looking downfield to throw. He's taking the shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna run it. It's Fleming. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hands it off. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. When you're called Cornhuskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And they're not on the same page there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the air on second down. Under fire. Got a man. It's Parker. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Grant. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks, it's Fleming. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Wide receiver going in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's open on the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game now. Completed less than 50% of his passes there. And he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing through.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Fleming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Pulls it in. It's Fleming. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to throw. It's Grant. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today, and that crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Hubs it downfield. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime and get a little juju going.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. Look, I think you've got to go somewhere else with that football. I mean, he just threw it right in to a bracketed receiver.
Yeah, I mean, double coverage. That's not the play you want to make. You want to find other avenues to make plays. Don't go for the guy with 2 on him. It seems pretty simple, but, man, a lot of times you have that go-to guy. That's the guy you want to.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're working that left side. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Grant. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got a little space. Past the first down marker and still running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
The quick out. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Wants to throw on first down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Fleming. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Grant. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll immediately call timeout. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Try trying to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Fourth and short, ball right at midfield. It at least crossed my mind. Maybe they'll try to draw them off sides.
It might have crossed your mind, but did it ever cross your mind not to go for this?
No. The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Breaks into the open. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
On the move, it's Booth. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Huskers are on the move. Looking for a crease to the left. At the 20, he's got space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Trying to barge their way in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 21 to Missouri. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give on the inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking to pass. It's Grant. And wings it incomplete.
Brings up third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Grant. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and that put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that curl.
Trying the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Here we go. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Got his man out of the backfield. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Cooler 18! Cooler 18!
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go, set!
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that possession game, your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his target down the middle. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Quickly to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
He'll set up to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these 1st downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Hauls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Huskers.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Baylor is getting its clock clean today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 28 to Missouri. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Grant. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete.
Man, this is really good complimentary football so far. Like, you're down in the 4th quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on 1st down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
They want to run it left here. There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. This is a designed run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. pound their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 24.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Grant. Got it in the middle, it's Fleming. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. On the run, fires downfield. He makes the catch. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. The Rebels in the hurry up.
Third down coming up.
He wants to throw it. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking for a man. It's Grant. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Rebels! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Timeout, Nebraska.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
Brings up 3rd down.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.